guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at people who met their crush years later. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Hadn't seen her in 15 years. Ran into each other online. Decided to meet up for dinner. Married now for 5 years and 1 kid. Whoa. Wow, they just reconnected 15 years later. Hold on a second. So let's just say they had a crush when they were 15 and now they're both like 30, right? 15 years is a long time. That's so crazy because they probably had a crush when they were really young and they didn't know anything or they didn't know better. And now 15 years later when they're so mature, they meet up again and they still like each other. That's crazy. That's fate. I liked her when we were 15, but she wasn't nice to me. I ran into her when we were 23 and she looked so old I didn't recognize her. When she realized I didn't recognize her, she began to cry and ran to the bathroom. Never saw her again. Oh, 23? How much did she age that he didn't recognize her? Or like he didn't think they were in the same age group or what? That's sad. I would cry too if I saw my friend like 10 years later and she didn't know who I was. What? Good. Went to an underground rave and then my wife and I tag teamed her. She comes to our holiday gatherings now. Oh, this one's nice. Cute. Had a crush on her all through freshman and sophomore year. She kissed me at the end of sophomore year. I failed to reciprocate. Basically ran away from her. Extreme social anxiety. I switched schools after disappearing for the summer, not because of the kiss. But when school started again, I'll walk to her school every day for half of the year in hopes of having the balls to make a move. Saw her each day. Failed each day. She obviously got tired of waiting. Ended up with another guy. I gave up. Come end of senior year, she shows up at my school to see some guy. Saw me. Literally jumped into my arms and forced her phone number on me. Together 7 years come November. I proposed to her around a week ago. They were meant to be, okay? Oh my gosh. I feel like they were just both waiting for each other, but no one made a move. I mean, she did. Oh no, she did make a move. She made a move, and I guess she must have thought he didn't like her since he ran away. But then, I guess she must have been confused because he went to see her every day. She must have been like, this is so weird, what's going on? Is he a friend or does he like me? What's going on? That is actually really confusing. Like you kiss someone and then they run away from you. And then when they move schools, they come to your school every single day just to see you. But they never confess. Oh my gosh, that's confusing. Thank gosh she made the move though. When I was in first year, I had the stupidest little girl crush on this guy in my program, and I had no idea how to express it. So I think I thoroughly creeped him out with my staring and pathetic attempts to get him to have coffee with me and such. Anyway, that was 8 years ago and I've really matured as a person since then. I hadn't even thought of him in years when I ran into him. I was actually excited to find out he worked at a store I was planning to go to. I thought I can finally have a normal conversation with crush. He'll see I'm not a creepy weirdo anymore. I feel like this is gonna go wrong. Anyway, when I ran into him, our conversation went like this. Me, hey crush, how's it going? Him, good thanks, how are you? Me, good thanks, how are you? And then it just spiraled into awkwardness from there. Guess some people just bring it out of me. Oh yeah, some people just make you nervous and you just can't say the right things. Went out for a drink, still fixated on her. Was given a chance, got wasted and embarrassed myself by spending so much of the night talking about how much my younger self liked her. Mentioned how crazy and awesome it was that I was finally getting my chance. It was sad. I didn't realize how bad I screwed up until I sobered up. Woke up immediately and knew I would not be given a second opportunity. Saw her reactions and responses from the previous night with a sober eye. Oh no. That's so awkward. It seems that the girls I was chasing in high school, if I see them now, it's like, I don't see what the big deal was. And then the girls I wasn't chasing, but in retrospect should have been, are all insanely gorgeous, funny and smart. Oh, wow. Wow, this is like when you break up as well and you're like, what did I see in him? Let's see. Met her when I was 13. We totally crushed. Fast forward to when we're both 23. She has a kid from a previous marriage, but it didn't bother me. Got married. She cheated, tried to take me for child support for her daughter. Would not recommend. She must have gotten married early if that's her second marriage at 23. Whoa. What am I doing? Some crushes just make you wonder why you even like them in the first place. Her last name is very close to mine, so throughout high school, our lockers were together and we'd have seats in class next to each other. She was a cheerleader, incredibly hot and also a cool person. We were friends but nothing close. I ran into her 4 years later. She dropped out of college and is waiting tables now. But she got even hotter. Still a really nice girl though. Oh. It's crazy how these people are just coincidentally meeting their crushes. Like, that's crazy. We started a small thing when we were around 17 years old. Didn't work out because she was spoiled and I was a pretty heartless jerk. Fast forward a few relationships for us both, 11 years of growth, and she came back into my life a few months ago. We're dating and life is pretty good now. Couldn't ask for anything more. Sometimes it's the right person but the wrong time. I agree. Sometimes you've met the right person but the timing is just bad. But then, if you guys are really meant to be, you guys will come back to each other. She was in my class back in kindergarten, in my class again in 3rd grade. Showed her my boxes and she was now my girlfriend. Is that how you get a girlfriend? You saw my boxes, now you're my girlfriend. Then I discovered she cheated on me with my best friend. I saw him showing her his underwear. How old were they? 3rd grade? Needless to say, I've moved on from that event in my life. That's freaking funny. That's actually funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry she cheated on you because she looked at someone else's underwear. Had a crush on this girl in grade school. Play dates, video games, action figures. Life was good. Bought her a present out of 5 and 10 because I thought she'd like it. It was a ring. She was ultra embarrassed and ran off. My parents still have not let me forget that. She changed schools for other reasons that next year. Fast forward 14 years, graduated from undergrad, working for a company in my hometown and working on getting accepted to medical school. Out for drinks one night with friends and who should come by but her. Beautiful, great taste in music, smiles at my jokes, smitten. Fast forward several more years, gave her a ring again. She did not run away, happily married for several years. I thought this was gonna go bad, oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cute. See, the right person, but the wrong timing. That's crazy. 14 years later, that's so crazy. Like sometimes you meet the right person, but then you both are just not mature enough to stay together. And then you start experiencing new things and then you guys will come back together and understand each other. That's cute. Saw her at the 10-year high school reunion. She was a bit heavier than she'd been in high school, but still attractive. She was there with her Ivy League fiancé. At one point, we were being recognized for something, and with all eyes on us, she leaned over and said, "I remember what a crush you had on me. You wanted me bad." Oh, why would she say that? Like her fiancé is there, isn't he? First, I couldn't really react, given the immediate circumstances. In fact, it almost seemed like she was lording it over me. I mean, she was there with her fiancé, who we determined in previous small talk she loved and who was awesome. For some reason, it really pissed me off. I just gave her a blank look, shrugged and walked away. To this day, I wish I'd had some kind of witty comeback, but that's about my only regret. Haven't seen her since, but I hope she's happy. And blah blah blah. What the heck? Why would she make him feel bad, you know? Like, you already have a fiance, you don't have to make him feel bad. We're married now, had mega crush in high school. Finally contacted him 6 years later since I knew him back then, and we haven't been apart since. Now, we have been together for 4 years, married for 1 and have a baby on the way. Dreams really do come true. I don't care how cheesy that sounds. I wish my dream comes true too. We talked every day in high school for 3 years. 20 years later, she didn't remember me. Oh, well, that sucks. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!